Now, you want to grab some pipe cleaners? Grab two. All right. Now, guys, I've noticed in my videos that I made a poll not that long ago. It was like, ah, it was I was talking about what we should talk about like during these videos because I don't think it's that entertaining to just see some goofball tell you how to make a figure, all right? So I'll just like visually show you while we talk, all right? And I had three options. I put story time, conspiracy theories, and like nerdy stuff like theories like oh, what's a good example? Like should have Anakin left the first order? No, the first order, the Jedi Order, or like that, or is Captain Marvel and Captain Carter a Marvel Industry plant? Oh my goodness, what the? Oh, my visors are messing up. I look like that one guy. Yeah, you know that one guy who's like he looks like this, and he's like, my friends don't let me drink water. Or no, what did he say? He said I only drink water in parties, and he looks like symmetrical, not symmetrical. Yeah, I look like that guy. But anyways, and most of y'all voted conspiracy theories, and I have a good one. I have a really good one. The thing is, what do I even say? I have to be very discreet how I talk. All right, and no, this isn't political. I don't like either side. They both have their pros and cons, the red and the blue, but I just don't like both of them, honestly. Can't trust anybody in politics. Now, the conspiracy theory I was going to say, make sure it looks like this, right? Did I show you guys? I hope I did. So, one conspiracy theory I was talking about is about ICE. You know, we've been seeing them a lot on our For You page, and they haven't really gotten a good picture. Now, I know their purpose is to, like, well, get rid of immigrants and all that. They say mostly, like, criminals and all that. They're not just exploiting innocent people, that these are criminals they're going after. But I have a theory. It's really dark too, honestly. A little too dark for this channel. This channel is we're supposed to be light and happy, escape reality. But this is just a theory, none of this is true. Can't believe I have to say that. I personally think ICE agents are what they're not what they advertise, I don't feel like they're just getting criminals out of here because ICE has not nothing new. ICE has also the first time I ever heard of ICE was like in the 2020s, like when COVID hit. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I remember seeing them on the news and all that. And I'm Hispanic, so I got scared obviously, but I was born here, so I think I'm good. But even then, we've seen people get U.S. citizens get arrested and killed. They get sent to the afterlife. No disrespect on that. I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to follow the YouTube guidelines. All right. And again, obviously, I'm just saying, not promoting anything. Believe in what you want to believe. I'm not telling you what to do. But me personally, I think ICE agents are just assassins. Now, let me explain. I know that sounds stupid, but so like we said, the purpose of ICE agents is to get rid of illegal immigrants, criminals, they say. But have you noticed that they've already killed two U.S. citizens, and it's nothing racist either. They were both white. I'm not trying to make this about race, but you know how discrimination is. They say you can't be racist to white people, but I say otherwise. We're all humans, all right? Nobody should be discriminated over anything. What I'm saying is that it's not a situation like you saw in Black Lives Matter, right? They didn't attack him because it was for his race. Now, I don't know too much information about well, I'm saying what I've seen so far. Because also this morning, if I'm not mistaken, or when was it? In Minnesota, ICE agents attacked a U.S. citizen. They got him to the ground, They put bullets in him. He didn't make it. Fortunately, rest in peace. But the thing is, not like that other lady who like almost ran over that ICE agent. Honestly, it was the ICE agent's fault. Why did he get in front of the car? Just my opinion. Cause hold on. Cause from what I've heard, he had a firearm and that's why they shot him. But what I saw is that he didn't have it like unregistered. He had a registered firearm, and this is the U.S. of A. We're known for having registered firearms, and yes, not everybody has a registered firearm, but he didn't pull it on the ICE agents, at least from what I heard. And that other lady, well, that's different because she didn't like try to spin off. That one's really well, it is all controversial, but like I genuinely like do not know why they got killed. No, I know why the other lady got killed. What I'm saying is that I don't know why the other guy got killed because he followed the rules. He was complying with them, I think, and he got eliminated. And this is where the theory comes in. They're not trying to get rid of illegal immigrants. They're trying to get rid of people who know too much. Now, listen. Many have said knowledge is a curse, and when you know too much, it can affect you in many ways. Now, when someone knows that you know too much, they want you killed. We've seen it in movies, we've seen it in TV. I'm not saying that this is all based off of movies and TV, but those movies and TV aren't too far away, aren't too far away from reality. But, that other lady, she was a political activist from what I've heard. And you know how they feel about politicians. But she wasn't a threat or anything. Like, she wasn't gonna, like, go against them or anything, from what I've heard. But, it just seems weird that y'all, from what I've seen, they haven't really killed the any criminals or illegal criminals. They've only arrested them. But why did they kill U.S. citizens? I think they know something. They knew something. Pardon me. I feel like they knew something. But that's just a theory. Like they're using this. Well, we're getting rid of illegals and pedophiles and all of that. That they're getting rid of all of that. Well, I don't know because if you send ICE to the White House, there's so many over there that they can arrest. Because if they're so concerned about criminals from that criteria, why don't they release the Epstein files too? I mean, if that's such a problem, release those and let's see who's in there, so we can arrest them. Hmm. I guess not, right? Because money's everything. Whether, because I learned this, money does solve problems. The only thing money can't do is bring time, or stop time, or do anything with time. Yes, I'm being silent because I'm trying to think about what else to say. Because it's just that ice thing that it's been in my head a lot. And also think about it. They're not breaking, but I saw is that they shut off your Wi-Fi with these crazy, you know, tech devices that they shut off your Wi-Fi so you can't record them. And I feel like they're killing more U.S. citizens than actual criminals. You know what I mean? It's just scary to think about. All we can really do is pray that none of this ever happens to us. And like they're not even following the rules, and they're masked too. They're wearing masks. We can't see them. But why though? Why can't we see them? They're federal agents. I don't see FBI agents wear masks. At least, well, I've never seen one in real life. But so I don't know. But isn't that crazy to think about? And ice isn't new either. They've been around for like I don't know how long specifically. I don't want to lie to you. Oh my goodness, I feel like I haven't showed y'all what I'm making. Got carried away with the conspiracy theory. But yeah, it's just really scary to think about that this is happening in real time in real life. This ain't no movie plot. This ain't a video game. This is happening in real life. That's scary to think about. It's just all I'm saying. But of course, that's just a theory. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is true. I could just be paranoid. Who knows? I want to be safe, guys. Okay. What's another theory we can talk about? I don't know. Let me go think for like 2 days. So this is the skeleton. I don't know if you want to start wrapping it around yet. Or maybe not yet. Maybe let's make them a little thicker. You don't have to, right? You can skip to like part of the video where we start wrapping it, all right? And I'll show you how to do it. But let's just make it a little thicker because it looks a little thin. It looks malnourished. Now this next theory I want to talk about is genuinely like very silly if I think about it for more than 2 seconds, but I'm not gonna. I feel like there's monsters contained in facilities like in Area 51. Let me just explain, all right? You know how there's like facilities and all that. They experiment with all these monster DNA, not monster, not alien, or who knows, maybe alien DNA, alien and animal DNA, mix it together to make something. I guess that's what I never get. What are they trying to achieve with all these experiments? I'll never know or care because it doesn't involve pipe cleaner, so I don't care. Anyways, like they're probably like mixing all these DNAs and everything, and they like probably have like failed experiments to like look like genuine monsters, like a bear who's like built like a gorilla, but has the bite force of a tiger and runs as fast as a cheetah. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I feel like that's what they have in Area 51. Besides aliens, obviously, like they make all these like fantasy monsters that you would only think is in video games. But that's what I'm thinking, that they're like experimenting with all these like different animal DNAs, all these chemicals and all that blending into them and all that. That's just again, that's just a theory. I'm not saying this is anything true. I'm trying to be safe for it. I'm not trying to what do I even say? I don't know. I'm trying to make more videos. All right. Another one I want to talk about is like how like people just die like all suddenly. Like like who do I even say? Like politicians. Let's say that politicians, scientists who discovered that a cure for cancer or whatever, right? Oh yeah, that's another one. I'm pretty sure we already found it. You're telling me all this research, all this money and all that, still haven't found the cure for cancer. Miss me with that. Anyways, like all these people, again that know too much, know the truth. Not like lizard people. Like even for me, that sounds dumb, and silly. But what was I gonna say? The reason I'm like this, I'm stuttering like this, and I like take forever to talk is because like I don't socialize. I only talk to like the same four people every day at school. I don't socialize. That's why I'm not good at talking. Okay. Oh, I'm actually crying. My goodness, I sound like one of those popular girls. We're best friends, right? Miss me with that. Anyways, I was talking. People who know too much. All these. I know what you did. Oh, you know what I did? See you tomorrow, I guess. Then they don't come back tomorrow. The FBI. It's the FBI. They're listening to us. They're probably listening to me right now. Like the FBI agent is probably listening to me, exposing them. But y'all remember that FBI agent who like told a bunch of secrets and all that? I feel like that's the type of guy who's like being targeted and all that. Like they're gonna him. If I don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, search for this guy who like exposes the FBI or something like that. He mentions that they control cars. They can make your car turn and crash to make it look like an accident. Imagine that. They have technology like that. Actually, in the 70s, they had a heart attack gun. Now, how it worked is, I think it was a 9 millimeter bullets. They were made of ice, I think. They had shellfish toxin that would make it look like you had a heart attack. Like they would like shoot you, and you wouldn't feel it either. I mean, you would, but it'd feel like a mosquito bite, like an inconvenience. Not like an I got hit. No, like a mosquito, like that. Then I think an hour, or when the bullet melts and the shellfish toxin gets released, hits your bloodstream, and it causes a heart attack. And it looks like, oh well, I don't know. He had a heart attack. Poor guy. They had that in the 70s. They had that in the 70s. So imagine now they control cars. Like imagine me right now. Like let's say for whatever reason I go to McDonald's right now. Go to McDonald's right now, and they see I posted this video. They're like, oh, get rid of this guy too. They're gonna control my dad's car, make us drive into the tree or something. But what if I survive? What then now? Now they're probably gonna hit me with a heart attack again. And if that fails because I'm built different, I literally have diamond skin. That's why I cover myself. No, I'm kidding. My stand covers it. Anyways, I'm saying like even if you survive that, you're probably gonna get hit by a sniper. 360 probably if it's a Gen Z agent. Like yeah, like they're probably just like imagine what I'm trying to say is like they have that technology. Imagine what else they have. You think they have a ray gun? Probably right. Oh, um, I saw this other thing that whenever they got the president of Venezuela, they you know how Delta Squad went in and they what did they do? Well, obviously they took Maduro. They took him, and no U.S. soldiers died. Thank God. Don't want anybody's father dying. But they said that they used like a sound-based weapon, like a sonic attack, to kill the bodyguards. You know when Avengers, no, Captain America: Civil War, when War Machine like attacks Wanda, because Wanda's like trying to crush like a building or something like that. Then War Machine comes up behind her and he goes like this with like a sound gun. I think they're referring to that. If not, well, I guess I'm wrong. I guess, but yeah, that's what they said they use. I saw it on TikTok. Not the most reliable thing ever. It's probably not even true. My goodness, it's probably not even true. I think this is thick enough, right? The Grand Regent. All right, so let's get him. Let's color code him, I guess, right? Now back to what I was saying is that they like imagine what else they have. You think they have Jaegers? You think they have like a Cherno Alpha in there or Gypsy Danger? Just in case kaiju's come in. Actually, like in the first one, I'm pretty sure it was 2025. Whenever the Category 5 kaiju's came in. Oh, another theory. The Sorry, that got cut off. Trump is trying to start World War III. Now hold on. Oh, sorry. No, sneak peek, I guess. Now this video game, the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare, it didn't have any futuristic cards. Sorry, my thing's not focusing. It didn't have any futuristic cards, no futuristic weapons, and yet this game was based off of these years. I think this one was like in 2009. It came out in 2007, 2011. I think this was like in the 2015. And this one, I think this one was like right now. I think Modern Warfare 3. Sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked. Make sure to wrap this around the thing, the white. Now, to make it different, there's like a different shade. As you can see, this is different from the colors. All right, so make sure to use this. This is the color for the boots. All right, just make sure to wrap that around. Anyways, what I was saying is that Trump is trying to start World War III because you know how the economy is really bad right now? Everything's expensive. Nobody can buy a house. That's because we haven't had a war in a long time. Believe it or not, the U.S. is based off of war. The Great Depression, the Great Depression ended when we joined World War II. I think it was World War II. Right? Yeah, it was World War II. Then everything went back to normal. Oh my goodness. And everything went back to normal. And you know how we're having like complications with Russia? You know, like we did in Call of Duty. You know, instead of Putin, it's going to be Makarov. No, instead of Makarov, it's going to be Putin. But like I think that's what Trump's trying to do because we are a war-based economy. The reason we are a superpower is because, like a superpower, historical terms, it means that we're one of the strongest countries out there with the best military. That's why we don't get free healthcare because all that tax money goes to the military. A single F-150 is $1 billion. $1 billion. Someone's net worth. One plane, too. All that tax money in war economy. Like in the 2008 crisis, house marketing crisis, but that was worldwide. Never mind. But like I think that's what they're trying to do because we are a war-based economy, and he's trying to start a fight with Russia so that everything can come back to normal. The thing is, we have nuclear weapons now. Even then, if we didn't have nuclear weapons, we shouldn't start a fight because we are sending innocent soldiers who do not want to start a war to war. And then they're going to do drafts and all that. They did it with Vietnam too. A war that we had nothing to do with because they wanted to stop communism. We couldn't care less. Realistically, the U.S. could not care less about stopping communism. If you think about it, so that kind of like blends in, transitions into like another theory. Why did the U.S. actually fight Vietnam? I doubt it was to stop communism, because apparently that's what we went over there for, to stop communism. And I'm pretty sure that was like during the South Korean War, the South and North Korean War. Like, what did we go there for? Resources? I'm not too sure about that. And another thing they supposedly did in Vietnam is like with the tents and with the guerrilla warfare and all that, that they had enemy heads like connected to tubes, and they were like floating in a liquid to get information out of them. Supposedly that was one of the things they did. I'm not too sure. Don't believe everything I say. Everything I say, take it with a major grain of salt, this big, a chunk of salt. All right, I'm not trying to scare anybody. All right, so that's the bottom. Next, make sure to wrap around here, up and over, back and forth. There we go. All finished. Oh, you know what? That's fine. We're gonna have the waist cape. I think that's what it's called, right? It's fine. So, well, can you give me a minute? Wrap a gray piece right here, like on his waist. Then wrap some red around. There we go. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to talk. I was talking to myself like an idiot. Um, now that I'm talking, like, I just went through like a bunch of conspiracy theories that I think about all the time. But now I'm literally just gonna go out of my way to make my life more interesting to see if I have like any more like story time material. I'm not trying to fake my stories like that other guy. What's that guy's name? Oh, I don't even know his name. Tommy Vercetti. Is that the guy? I'm not trying to fake my stories like him. That's a theory. Well, I don't know if it's obvious already, but he fakes his stories because no way all that happens to him. I don't really watch him like that because it gets annoying. But I just don't like him. Like I feel like his stories are fake, and they probably are. I haven't really watched him. I don't know if he's been exposed for having fake stories, but like no way all that happens to him. Unlike him, I'm literally just gonna go out of my way to make my life more interesting to see if I can say anything. Make a V shape like this, like that, and wrap it around like this, a little cube. I did shape it too, it didn't come out like that, so just wrap it around like this. And if there are gaps, don't worry. Now remember that thing we made connected right here, that's basically the pecs. Alright, now right here, the top right here, we're gonna color it with red. Right here through the shoulders, bring it back. Just cover it up like this. Like that. Alrighty. Tie the pipe cleaner right here. Bring it over the shoulders like this. And tie these pieces down. Twist this back into the neck right there. Alright. Now wrap some gray right here in the shoulders. Like that. Make sure to do the other arm too. I'm having technical difficulties. For some reason my videos keep on getting cut off because I run out of storage. So I'm gonna tell you real quick. Cover the biceps like right here till the forearm with red, alright? Now cover the forearms with white, alright? Now the hands. Thragg's legs look a little thin, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fix that real quick, alright? You don't have to. I just personally want to do it because I want it well proportioned, alright? See, there we go. Now let's just add the Viltrumite symbol. So bend a piece like this and turn it into a U. Bring it back. Hold on, let me just put it on, you'll see. With the little stud there, just poke it in there. There we go. Now we're just gonna do the head. Connect a black piece like this, and then wrap the peach pipe cleaner right here, alright? Now here's the most difficult part of the video. His crispy, straight hairline. Now, I'm just in case I'm about to like get, interrupted because of the storage thing. Just make a circle like this, alright? And keep on going. There we go. Now let's just add his mustache. There we go. Now let's just make the waist cape, alright? Gotta do it quick though. Now yes, you can use a piece of cloth, but some people don't have that, so I just wanna show you how to make it like this, alright? Made out of full pipe cleaners. Alright, so just keep on continuing like this, alright? The way I'm wrapping it. And I gotta cut it off because of storage, alright? I'm sorry. It's gonna look like this. Make sure to make 2 of these hash browns, alright? And now you get something like this. Honestly, this waist cape is way better because now you can bend it. These floating down. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. A little different from every other video I make with the conspiracy theories and everything. And I'll see you next time. Bye.